We're joined by former ambassador to Qatar and Lebanon, Sanjiv Arora. He joins us live at the moment. Thank you so much, Ambassador, for joining us. Ambassador, what's the way forward?
Well, good evening, Parmeshwar, and thanks for having me. It is indeed an extremely serious and an unprecedented development in our relations with the state of Qatar, and for that matter, in any bilateral relationship. Now, I'm not going to talk about allegations, charges, because I'll have to time and again say report it, right? You don't know what are the allegations, you don't know what are the charges, neither do I. And how much information is available with our government, the government would do. But the way forward is through very swift and astute diplomacy.
Right.
After all, we have enjoyed excellent relations with this country for a very long time and multidimensional cooperation. And the well-being and welfare of our community has always been a foremost priority. At the same time, we have to be mindful of the fact that this is something that is sub judice. And the first court in which the trial has been held has already pronounced a sentence which is the harshest possible sentence.
Right. If you're comfortable answering this.
Whatever be the nature of allegations, whatever be the charges, that of course has a certain, understandably, a strong humanitarian dimension.
Ambassador, but if you're comfortable answering this, what is the legal recourse available in such cases?
And also their families. So I would suggest a phone conversation at the highest level. The leaders keep on having conversations, and somebody at a very senior level in our government who is trusted by the Qatari leadership to be sent. I mean, this would be one of the many issues discussed, but of course, this would be possibly, I would say, or certainly on top of the list in any such conversation. And side by side, the legal process has to proceed, has to take its course. These two are not inconsistent. Certainly, the lawyers on behalf of our nationals would make an appeal to the higher court and so on. So they have their own well-defined hierarchy in the judicial system. That will proceed as I have said. That is
right, Ambassador. Ambassador, India has a treaty with Qatar, as you've just briefly mentioned, among several other countries, regarding repatriation of prisoners. Will that apply in this case?
Yes, there is an agreement. It is it's called a transfer of prisoners, if I recall the title correctly. And as I recall, actually this was signed during the visit. That was the first visit of, and so far the only one, the state visit of His Highness, the Amir of Qatar, to India in March 2015. So there is an agreement on transfer of sentenced prisoners. Now it is really for the legal experts to give the appropriate counsel with regard to the legal measures and also keeping in view that the punishment in this case is the harshest possible.
Right. Also, Ambassador, you are well aware that there are over 7 lakh Indians in Qatar. Our countries also have close economic ties. Does this give India any extra room to negotiate, or do you see this verdict as a crisis for both our countries' relationship?
Well, no, I would not label it as a crisis.
Okay.
First of all, it is a judicial process. And we, of course, are very concerned. The Ministry of External Affairs has expressed, if I recall, the release, deep shock. And well, so far, I'm not aware of what actions were taken ever since this issue started. But we really need absolutely front-footed and astute diplomacy. I would not I would suggest. I am sure. I have no doubt that you see, wise counsel would prevail on both sides. You are very right. The relationship is very multifaceted. You see, nearly two-thirds of our total import of natural gas is from the state of Qatar.
Right.
We have a highly regarded, very vibrant Indian community. Currently, I think it is over 7.5 lakhs out of the total population of
Yes.
Qatar, that is about 25 lakhs.
Yes.
And well, we have ties in so many fields. We have,
Right.
investments by the Sovereign Wealth Fund of Qatar. Private sector, our companies have been awarded contracts ahead of FIFA 2022. We have a defense
Well,
agreement. And
Ambassador,
what you
this is a
have.
developing story. So we will, of course, revert to you for your opinion on it. For now, thank you so much. I'm afraid I'm out of time.